Hey everybody, welcome to Why We Love Horror. We do this whenever the hell we feel like it. There's a lot that came out last week and this week. Aaron, I think you saw this not in theaters. I saw it in theaters though, but yeah, whatever. I'll wait for Aaron. I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks.
Yeah, I saw it how I saw it.
Yeah, he saw it.
I had a good last summer, and I don't know why I keep getting asked about what I did.
Yeah, so in case you couldn't figure it out by the thumbnail what Aaron just said, this is the 2025 version of I Know What You Did Last Summer, directed by Jennifer Caton Robinson.
Writer of Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that kind of
one of the writers of Thor.
That explains some of the weird tone of this movie, which, like, after I can understand some people getting put off by the tone of the movie, but like after a while, I just kind of like resigned myself to it. It
becomes its tone.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad time. What were your initial thoughts?
Yeah, my initial thoughts. I was going in with like middle expectations, which is probably too high for when I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel reboot. Like, honestly, it really didn't earn that. The first one was fine, in all honesty, going back to it. It's good, but the thing that makes it so good, I think, is that, like, there's a lot of potential within that cast of characters. Like, they all went on to do pretty good stuff, or a decent amount of them went on to do good stuff, and, Kevin Williams and everything like that. So, like, there was, like, good bones to it, but, like, it was all right. It was at, like, that that turn of, into the 2000s where there was a lot of these, and this one was like a little bit better. And so I was like excited for this going into it, and leaving it, I was whelmed, I'll say, which like isn't my favorite feeling to have leaving a movie.
I'd say, like, obviously, you're going to have, of the time period of I Know What You Did Last Summer, you're always going to think, well, Scream was the movie, and Scream is the one that deserves all the hype and it gets all of it. But, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer eventually being like, hey, us too, is fine. But the concept here is they took the entire setting of Northport and reversed it because Southport. See, Southport. See, it's so reversed. I'm saying it's Northport. So Southport was a gritty, working-class fisherman town, and all the main characters wanted to get the fuck out of there because, like, they had bigger aspirations than the town itself. And then we come back to the 2025 version. It's fully gentrified, and it's the place where everybody wants to live now. And now you have a bunch of rich people that want to get out of there because they can't handle being rich. Mm-hmm. So weird tonal shift, but I'm here for it. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, that was weird. Like, they're all assholes, but I guess for good reason, or they can't really help it. Privileged assholes, whatever. They're also not like high schoolers anymore. They're like mid-20s folks, all with houses and getting, married and whatnot to their high school sweethearts. The times are a changing. Can you believe they're getting married? Like, lines like that are in there just throughout. I will say, like, the cast of this movie is very good. Like,
yeah. They all understood their assignments. Like, some of the characters are like so over the top, but like you're like, it's fine. Like, I'm not even bothered by it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, so Tyreek Withers is probably the most over the top. The guy who plays Tyler, I believe, is his name.
Teddy.
Teddy.
Yeah.
Teddy, and he's like the jacked aggro, like, bro. It's like ready to take on the killer from like the minute he finds out there's a killer, and he's gonna be huge. Like a huge star, I think.
Yeah, I was like, I remember I was watching the movie. I was like, where the fuck do I know this guy from? And I'm looking on Letterboxd, and there's like nothing he's in. And I was like, he's from the Him trailer. It's from the.
That's where he's gonna blow up. So that's where
he's from the Him trailer, exactly.
Yeah, that's where, like, I think he's gonna get that Kelvin Harrison boost. Kelvin Harrison still should be a star, by the way, and hopefully he will become a star. Go watch Loose or Waves, any of his movies. He's great, but. With the cast here, Mary Sue Wonders as well as in the cast. She's from
Bodies,
Bodies, which I didn't care for, but she was okay in it. But The Studio on Apple TV Plus. So if you're not watching The Studio, go check out The Studio. But overall, and then we have our legacy characters. The way that Jennifer Love Hewitt's used in this movie sucks.
I feel like the character doesn't want to be there, and she also does not want to be there.
She probably made the most money, which is the funniest part. But like, it's just like she's like just like an off-screen like consultant kind of throughout the movie. And then we'll get to Freddie Prinze Jr. and how he plays in the movie in a little bit. But yeah, like I thought the cast was good, but it was annoying how obvious they were making it that every single one of them was just the Gen Z annoying version of the one from the preview. I know.
I'm going to throw up spoilers just because my biggest gripe with the movie is like just how predictable it is. You know,
especially if you've seen the first one.
Yeah, it's like there's a thing with slasher movies wherein if it's not a supernatural killer, right? If the person is doing strength-based feats to kill victims, I know immediately the killer is either a man or like, Ilana Maher, one or the other. Yeah. But so like, it's like, come on now, like you're eliminating, and then
or it's two killers, two or more killers. Like it's never going to be one killer at that point. And like I get Scream gets all the credit for that as well, but like the reason it gets all the credit for that is because it's a lot easier to make twists when you have multiple killers than when you have one.
I would say in this movie, like the actual the thing that they were promoting as the twist was the obvious answer, and the reveal of the killer felt more like a twist. I was like, what the fuck? But like it wasn't played that way. And I don't know if that was done on purpose or what, but like I had the opposite reactions to the dual killer reveal.
Yeah, and like I do think like this movie this movie's almost 2 hours long, right?
Yeah, it's like an hour and 50 something.
It's really annoying when the first 20 minutes could have gotten rid of completely. It was the first movie, and it was probably the smoothest, most successful part of the movie, but that's because it was completely on the backs of what came before it. So that was like a little bit annoying. When we get to the we get through, there's some, decent characters who show up, like the podcast girl that, our bisexual lead falls in love with for a little bit there.
Yeah, also, like my biggest real gripe of the movie is like them saying that this girl is hot, and I'm like, she is not.
Yeah, that happens in a lot of movies.
Yeah, it's like, I guess she's so hot. Like, is she? She looks like 2025's version of Heroin Chic. Janice from the Muppets. Janice from the Muppets, straight up. No.
Yeah, so whatever the kids are into these days, we're not.
I guess.
But
I'll ask my son, is this girl hot? And he'll be like, oh yeah, she's mega hot. Like, I'm out of touch.
Yes, exactly. We are out of touch, even if we don't have backwards hats on, Yeah. But like, there's some good kills in the movie. I wouldn't say any of the kills stick out extraordinarily to me.
Some of them are just drawn out, but and they're all pretty.
They're drawn out, yes. Where any that stuck out, that's like a bad sign for me from one of these movies. You should always have a kill where you're like, that one.
Yeah.
Is there one for you?
There's a couple of just random kills that are thrown in for the fuck of it. There's a caretaker at a cemetery, and he's just going into his shack to check the cameras. He's like, he's dead. We get a couple of those just thrown in the movie. And then, but the best, I guess, kill scene, even though it's not so much of a kill scene because it's kind of anticlimactic at the end of it, is just Teddy fighting the fisherman, which is like, it's again so over the top and nonsensical, like you have to just radically accept it.
Yeah,
like he kicks,
he's just yelling as he's getting stabbed. He's like,
he gets stabbed. Then he's like, then he has like a Herculean, like Chuck Norris comeback, spits blood in the face of the fisherman, and just leaves him. It's like, yeah, fuck it, let me crawl away now.
So, and like most of the time in this movie, it keeps that kind of energy, that comfort food horror energy. So if that's what this movie is for you, like I get it, like I do. Just for me, in the situation we watched it in, maybe if I watched it in a theater, it would have played out a little bit better. Like it just ended up feeling a little bit generic and played out. By the time we get to the final twist and why that twist is happening, do you want to take that?
Sure. It's like, I don't know. Maybe if you're a younger person and like you've only watched modern horror, like you didn't know what was going to happen. But the second Freddie Prinze Jr. character shows up, you're like, you're the killer. Like
not only then, but when Heroin Chic podcast girl gets killed and the face gets revealed, she goes, "You."
And there's only one person who's like a legacy character.
Yeah, I mean, Jennifer Love Hewitt doesn't leave her house because she's like afraid of COVID or something.
Not only that, but like when the podcaster girl gets killed, the girl who's like the outcast girl who they bring back in the group is knocking on the front door of the building, not in the fisherman's outfit. So when she's revealed as the killer, you're like, oh fuck, there's two killers, and it has to be. Right? It's Freddie Prinze Jr. still.
Also, outcast girl weighed 1 pound, so she's not lifting up a soul again. Freddie Prinze Jr. looking great.
Also, like the final.
Why he did it though? Why he did it? He's like, didn't want to be forgotten.
Yeah, like the town gentrified around him, even though he profited from it. He has like a restaurant now, a successful tourist trap restaurant, but he hasn't had enough. Like it doesn't make sense. His bar looks like shit. Maybe that's I don't know. I don't know if that's like the gist of it though. And then, but when they reveal the first girl as the killer, and they have that fight, like they just choose to kill nobody. Like Madeline Klein's character, I forget what her name is already. Danica she gets like hit in the face and like knocked overboard in the middle of the fucking ocean. Like she's like there's no she's either dead from the shot or she's gonna drown, but she survives. She washes up on the shore and survives.
That's right. I forgot she just because she just pops up at the end. Like, oh man, sure is. And crazy. Then
Stevie, the girl, the killer, gets shot, but they don't. I guess they do the whole Drew Barrymore, Charlie's Angels thing because Freddie Prinze Jr. is the other killer, and they're in cahoots. So they make you believe she gets shot in the head and falls overboard, but then at the end of the movie, like she's still at large. It's like, how the fuck did they figure that out? How would they have known that he didn't really shoot her because he's dead?
No.
Anywho.
Yeah, it's a mess, and like these are the things which again like.
I radically accept it.
Exactly. That's what a defender of the movie has to say is I radically accept it or whatever. Like one or the other. And for me, like I guess like kind of had half bought in at this point, and like overall, like I thought like it looked fine. Like it didn't really stick out to me. It was an average. It was mid.
And then we get a mid-credit sequence where Jennifer Love Hewitt goes to Brandy's house and recruits her to hunt down Stevie, I guess. So we're going to get a sequel where the antagonist is the protagonist because she's the hunted one now. I have no fucking idea how that works.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a sequel, but if we do, I'll watch it.
They set it up, though, so maybe. We'll see.
I'll watch.
Who we got to kill, bitch.
Yeah.
That's it. That's I know what you did last time.
That's all of it.
So let's see what we thought about it.
Yeah.
Aaron, what did you think?
Yeah, so I feel like, I know kind of that I was a little more of the naysayer in this movie, but I feel like after talking about it with you for 13 minutes, I am correct. 2.5 videotapes out of 5 here. If you love this, great. I'm not going to question you. I'm just going to have to, know the reasons why. If it's just junk food horror for you, whatever. Everybody has their junk food.
This is junk food horror for me. I would say it's not a great movie. I know it's not a great movie while I'm watching it. However, if you accept everything is fucking stupid, and not in like a hobo with a shotgun kind of way, but in kind of like, this is really stupid. Like, I know this isn't a good movie, but I'm going to appreciate the fact that I think it knows it's not a good movie, and I'm going to pretend they thought that. You can get up to 3.5. That's where I'm at, a 3.5 out of 5. Okay. So, yeah, you should like this movie via not liking it, and you'll get where I'm at. That's exactly where you'll wind up.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go to the Letterboxd challenge at that website. We got a movie every week for you. Join, don't join. We're going to talk about it anyway because the schedule is as follows. Sunday, Why We Love Horror TV. You'll see it here. We're covering Dexter Resurrection right now. Mondays versus Will and I are going to talk about Clown Doll. That's fine. Yeah, everyone's favorite. Woo. Tuesday, Why Liv Loves Horror. Wallace and Gromit Avenges Most Foul. Wednesday, maybe Aaron unwinds, maybe Abby unwinds. We don't know yet. We'll find out. We'll find out. Thursday is the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge Watch Along Show. We're going to talk about shorts that are turned into feature-length movies. And Friday, Why We Love Horror Trivia. 2 episodes every week. Until next time, this has been Why We Love Horror. I'm JWMaher Brooks, and that's it.